Fascinating facts about Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace resides in the very heart of London, surrounded by the lavish St. James and Green Park. Built as the Buckingham House in 1703, the palace was originally constructed by English gentleman and architect William Vinder as a large townhouse for Duke Buckingham. In 1761, King George III bought the property as a private residence for Queen Charlotte, earning it the title the Queen's House. In the 19th century, the residence underwent renovations, adding 3 additional wings that surround a central courtyard. In 1837, the palace became the London residence of one of Britain's most famous and longest-reigning monarchs, Queen Victoria. In 1982, Michael Fagan broke into the royal residence, entering Queen Elizabeth II's very own bedroom. Buckingham Palace features 775 rooms. Of these rooms, 188 are staff bedrooms, 92 offices, 78 bathrooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, and 19 state rooms. In total, the Buckingham Palace grounds spans over 39 acres. Despite the palace serving as an important place for the royal family, the Queen does not in fact privately own the residence. It is instead held in trust by the Crown Estates. When the Queen is not in residence, typically around late July to late September, the beautiful state rooms at Buckingham Palace are open to the public, attracting tourists from all over the world. With dimensions of 36.6 meters long, 18 meters wide, and 13.5 meters high, the ballroom earns the award for largest room at the iconic palace. The ceremony of the changing of the guard, also known as guard mounting, occurs just outside of Buckingham Palace at 10:45 and typically lasts around 45 minutes. The actual handover between guards occurs at 11 a.m. There are a staggering 760 windows and 1,514 doors at Buckingham Palace. Esteemed architect John Nash transformed Buckingham House into the magnificent palace that it is today. However, he went way over budget when reconstructing the building and was promptly fired from the job. A child by the name of Edward Jones managed to break into the palace 3 times, stealing food from the kitchen, the Queen's underwear, and even getting a chance to sit on the throne. While Queen Elizabeth famously calls the palace her home, Princes Philip, Andrew, and Edward all reside there as well, along with a lot of the royal family's staff members. Over the course of World War II, Buckingham Palace survived 9 German bombs attacks. Despite concerns for their own safety, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, later known as the Queen Mother, refused to leave the palace during the onslaught of German bombings. When the Queen's royal standard flag flies elegantly above the palace, the Queen is currently in residence at the palace. When the Union Jack billows elegantly in the wind, this signals that the Queen is elsewhere. A clockmaker works at the palace, maintaining over 350 clocks and watches. Ensuring that time passes smoothly, 2 horological conservators wind the clocks up every week at the palace. Military bands accompany the guards at the ceremony. They play both traditional military music and a mix of popular music. The royal guards protecting the monarch can be broken down into 5 infantry regiments. Identifying the placement of tunic buttons is the best way to distinguish between the groups of soldiers. King Henry VII made the royal bodyguard a permanent fixture of the royal family, lasting well over 500 years. The first event ever to be held in the palace's magnificent ballroom was a celebration to the end of the Crimean War. Over 40,000 light bulbs fill the entire palace, The ballroom bears the distinction of being the first room to have electricity, installed in 1883. A series of secret tunnels run beneath Buckingham Palace. When the Queen Mother and King George VI descended into the tunnels, they apparently met a man from Newcastle living in the tunnels.